Hello, welcome to the I Feel Like Rhyming podcast. This is the special I Feel Like Screaming edition. This is the horror movie edition here. I am with my friend. I'm pleased to have him on the podcast here. This is my friend Sean O'Neill.
Yes.
His work with the likes of Travis Barker. I don't know if you know him. He was in a band. We don't need to get. Do you want to get into your backstory of life? Want to introduce maybe a short synopsis of who Sean O'Neill is, real quick here?
I'm a dude. I was in a band Twin Berlin. We got lucky. We got to go to LA and work with Travis Barker for a week.
He did. He's modest.
Now I'm a teacher.
He's modest about it. He's being modest. He's a much better person.
You can look up Twin Berlin on YouTube.
He's a good man right here. All right, so. We're back. We're gonna do, I know I don't want to upset the 12 of you, but we're not gonna do hip hop today. This is gonna be a special Kevin Mack twist on I Feel Like Rhyming. Like I said, we're gonna do a horror movie special here. I'm really excited about it. I've been excited about this for a while. I actually prepped. And like Sean saw, I don't do this much prep for a podcast as I've ever done here. So
You prepped.
I did prep. I got a list of questions, and we're just gonna see how it goes. We're just gonna go with it. We're gonna enjoy the night. We got the fire going. We're gonna have a real fireside chat right now. So enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoy it and everything. All right. Let's start off. I think this is a good start. I love this starting question. So what's the first horror movie you ever remember watching? Did you fall in love with it right away, or did you get scared shitless, sleep with your mom type thing? You couldn't stay in your own room. I mean, I might have had that experience, but that's a great way to start. What's your first?
The first horror movie I remember watching was Child's Play. I used to put those on TV. And my older brother used to put them on.
Child's Play on TV?
They used to have them on USA all the time. They'd put them on all the time. And my older brother, would put them on all the time to fuck with me. And he'd go, oh, Sean, Chucky's on. And I'd go downstairs and freak out. My uncle owned a video store, and we used to go in the back door right near the horror movies. And Dan would hold up the Child's Play, because I couldn't even see this fucking guy. I couldn't look at the fucking dog. And so Dan would hold up the things in front of my face, and I'd just bury myself in my mom's freaking side over here and just go, no! And I do it every time he walked in. So 2 years ago, my younger brother goes, Sean, remember when you were little and you were really afraid of Chucky and stuff, this and that? I go, yeah. I was too, but I couldn't say anything because I knew Dave would fuck with me too. But no, I hated him. I hated him. I watched Nightmare on Elm Street 6 and Pet Sematary one day on TV when I was a kid. And I went home and I couldn't sleep for a week. And I told my dad it was because of Freddy. And Dad had to sleep in my room. And I was freaking out. And I told my dad it was because of Freddy Krueger, because he gets you when you're sleeping. But it wasn't that. It was the wife at the end of Pet Sematary, when she comes back with the knife and goes, hey, darling, and goes and things, scared the shit out of me.
I don't know. See, I gotta watch Pet Sematary again, because Pet Sematary, we gotta see that next week.
Oh, we can do it.
The remake looks really good, actually. And after it, you gotta hope that remake lives up to it.
They're gonna start taking it. They're gonna start taking all the Stephen King stuff that they screwed up in the past and start doing them good now.
So, did you like the first It movie that's on a tangent?
I liked it. I didn't even see it until I seen it, but I didn't
read the
see
book back in the day.
I didn't even read the book. Everything I knew about it, and I knew the whole story from you and everybody else that read it. Like, oh, it isn't it Pennywise and Georgie and the thing. I never read it. I had never watched the movie, and I knew the whole damn thing because of you guys. Because you guys, we talk about it in Hitsville when we were in third grade. Yeah. We'd talk about it over by it because there was a great. Remember, you come out of the school and there's the grates over on the side. And you go, oh, Georgie in the boat.
Yeah.
And you guys told me the whole thing. And I was like,
that was the scariest book. Just to say, I've never got scared by a book by It. It is a thick book. You get scared. You got that childlike imagination, that vivid imagination, but. I was scared shitless by a book by It. I was just gonna add that in there.
Well, it's a book where they kill a fucking little kid.
Yeah,
in the first bit, and we were little
grade or
kids.
something. Yeah,
Dude, we must have been. We were in middle school, not middle school. What's
it was ending
middle school,
probably,
junior high?
Probably 7th or 8th grade. Yeah, 6, 7.
But so that one, that was that I didn't know anything, and then I watched it, and I loved Tim Curry, and I was like, yeah, this is good. But then I saw the other, I'm like, holy shit! I still haven't read it, but man, the new one was great. But they're gonna start doing all that Stephen King stuff that they screwed up.
I agree. I think they will. I mean, I don't know. I like that remake, so I'm really psyched for Pet Sematary. I'm really psyched to see that. I can't remember much of the original Pet Sematary. I remember though going to Mike Ransom. He was scared shitless of Carrie. That was one of my big first horror movies experiences was Carrie, and Mike Ransom. He was so freaked out he couldn't handle it. And then It was definitely the other one, the book, and it was my first horror movie though. Was it Carrie? I don't know. I don't know what my introduction was. I know I've just always loved to be scared. I think there's something in being scared I must have got hooked on or something, because I don't know, even to now I can watch some. Now horror movies have gone down so much they don't scare you as much, I guess, as you used to as a kid maybe, but I don't know, there's something about it. You love a horror movie. I know some horror movies and you.
That's what happened to me when I was a little kid. I was scared shitless of them. I couldn't do it. And then that week after I was freaking out and stuff, my dad, I think he went and rented The Shining. He was like, "Oh, we're gonna watch The Shining." And he goes, "Listen, you're scared now because I guarantee you in 5 years or when you get older, you're gonna love this shit."
Exactly.
I'm like, "I don't think so, Dad." I was so scared of it. And then when I got a few years older, I'd be in the horror section all the time.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't know what it is that makes a person love horror movies. I wanted to think about this before I end this part. What makes you want to be scared and people line up for haunted houses. There's something innate in us that you want to be scared for some reason. I don't know, and I guess I got it, whatever that fucking gene or chromosome is.
The haunted houses are scarier than the freaking movies, man.
I know, he went for me the one this Halloween. I didn't fare well. It was just the right amount of liquor or something. I don't know. I was jumping around. I was scared.
Well, they were fucking with you, really. I mean, we went far.
I got scared once.
But it was in the summertime. It wasn't a fall thing. It was Friday the 13th in the summer, and they made a haunted. It was the coolest. They made a haunted house in the summer, and we went there. But it was just the one guy got you to jump in the beginning, and we said your name, and all the. It's like they broadcasted through the whole thing, like fuck with Kevin, and they went through, and everyone's like, "Come here, Kevin, come here."
They kept coming through and telling other people. I'd see the one ghoul run to the next stage to whisper something that was I know what you're whispering to scare me, and it still works.
This clown bitch comes up and literally lets us all in the fucking room and goes, "No, you stay." I'm like, how the fuck did they know? It was so fun, dude. They fucked with you the whole time. If that was me, I was going through and I tried to play it cool, but I was like, man, if I were in Kevin's shoes right now, I'd be shitting my pants. I was so scared. I was like, dude, the shit they were doing it, dude. Oh man, it was awful.
That is scary. I mean, I don't know, and that's what it is. I just let myself go. That's I don't know. I like to be scared. That feeling of being scared is a cool thing. I don't know. Sometimes I'm trying to think that might be a question later, how the horror movies I've been the most scared of. Let's just get out of order and do it. What is because I'm now I'm on it, so I'm gonna think about it. What's a horror movie the most you've been scared of? Maybe even lately or in time. What's your most, maybe even a gruesome or something? I think stand out. Maybe lately. Let's bring it into nowadays times.
Nothing nowadays.
Lately it's slacking. I mean,
but there's two. There's when The Exorcist, when they even I went and saw it when it was cool. The Exorcist, when we saw that, I remember going at I don't know, 13, 12 or 13 or something.
Remake or something. Yeah, when they
It was the version you've never seen before or whatever, and they re-released it and they put it in theaters.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember we went and saw it when we were like 12 or 13, and I remember telling my mom, she's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Going to see The Exorcist." And she looked at me and started
looking at the R-rated movies. Yeah.
She
I
goes,
remember that.
she goes, "Fucking good luck," and she just laughed at me. And after we saw that, I slept here. And
I know.
It scared the shit out of me.
That's like wow. That's like a first exorcism one, and I didn't even write that comment down. But do you think they're overdoing exorcism? Because I thought about that lately.
Yeah.
There's like the exorcism of Hannah Rose, the exorcism of fucking Emily.
It's always the exorcism of, and it's all names.
Yeah.
The exorcism of Aubrey Plaza, the exorcism of Zac Efron. It's so stupid.
Your
It's like,
sister, and your cousins. Yeah, everyone's getting exorcism
no.
sized.
If they did it good, it'd be good. But they're not doing good. They're working on it.
You can only do so many things on the exorcism table. I've seen them bring it. One of them was in a barn. They brought him out, did a more country thing. They brought him in a barn. Well, I forget
The Last Exorcism? Is that
that might be
Eli
the last
Roth produced it?
exorcism.
The
Yeah,
Last Exorcism.
I don't remember.
That one was cool. It was a
that
found
was-
footage one.
Yeah, it was good. I like found footage. That's another one we
Yeah.
can get into. I like found footage. Maybe they're doing a lot of found footage a lot lately, but I haven't gotten tired of found footage yet. I like those. Those ones get me so if they're done right. I like a found footage.
A lot of people shit on found footage, but found footage can be so. Alright, Blair Witch Project. Look at how many people, when you mention the Blair Witch Project, they go, "Oh, that's stupid. That movie was stupid." If you sit and watch, that movie was freaking nuts.
Exactly.
It wasn't the first of its kind.
Yeah.
2 was fucking crazy. 2 was ridiculous. God, don't get me into that. But no, the first one, I remember I watched it over at my buddy's house, and I remember when like it just gets worse and worse. It's the tension thing, building tension. Like I was like, oh, you know, first you just hear some twigs snap, and then all of a sudden you hear the kids beating on the tent and shit, and the kids all crazy. I thought that was phenomenal. I still love that.
And we camped at Lake George. We actually had to deal with that. I mean, I remember going. My older brother Darren and Eddie came back from the. I couldn't even see R-rated movies at that time, so I couldn't go. They came back from the theater. They said people were freaking out. Still remember to this day that was like such a big movie release at that time.
Oh, it was nuts.
People were freaking out. I remember the Blair Witch Pandemonium.
Remember the website?
They built that. Yeah,
everybody thought it was real.
Yeah, the website countdown. They built that. That's fucking marketing right there.
You can't do that anymore.
Motherfucker marketing.
You can't do that anymore. Everybody knows something's
too much.
fake.
Yeah, I mean, no.
Everyone's like, no, this is real.
You know
It's
too
real.
much. Yeah, before you previewed the movie, some fucking YouTuber would be in fucking Hackett'sville, or wherever the hell it is.
Burkittsville, Maryland.
Yeah, whatever. Hackett'sville.
This is why I'm on the horror podcast.
It's close. Hackett'sville, Burkittsville. You know what I'm trying to say.
You did good.
There's a Hackett. I mean, yeah, someone would be there though, trying to disprove it. Like, I do my vlog. I stayed in there for longer than. I mean, someone will do that right away.
Well, there is a Burkittsville, Maryland, and people are pissed. They were pissed. They're like, what are you doing? This and that. They were so pissed.
Oh, so there's no real. I thought there was some realness to Blair Witch.
No, dude, they did.
In my mind right now.
They did Sci-Fi Channel specials about Rustin Parr, the guy that's supposed to be, the guy that killed the kids and all that shit. They did all these things. They did all this stuff. And I'm telling you, the marketing was bananas. It was just, there's the website, there's all these like fake documentaries. I watched them a couple of years ago. There's like fake documentaries. There's all sorts of stuff about Blair Witch.
Blair Witch was real stuff.
Dude, and everybody thought it was real. Everybody was like freaking out. And I'm like, dude, you can't do that anymore.
I know, and that, I mean, now this has brought me into, we were talking about it the other day, Dudleytown. Connecticut is a great, like, horror movie place. There's actually a lot of hauntings. I know Amityville murders and all that happened and stuff. But Dudleytown is a place we were just talking about that I actually wouldn't go to. That's like a real, like, area there. I don't know too much about it. I saw some documentaries and things online, but, I mean, that's a place you don't go to at night, and I think that's pretty respected. I don't know anyone
I don't
online who's ever like been like, I've been in Dudley Town at night and everything. That's like, if you have any doubt in ghouls or ghost schools and God, if you don't believe in this shit, I'd send someone out, stay in Dudley Town, even in a tent for the night. That's a dare.
I don't fuck with that place.
Yeah, I know. See,
I
that's
know
what
people
you get
that said
from.
they went and.
I doubt that. At least at night. I've already. Yeah, you could go there.
But
during
they
the
block
day,
you in.
whatever.
The people that live around there will block your car in. If you go drive up there, they'll block your car in, call the cop, because you got to hike into there. So if you go park near there, the people that live around there go, oh, fucking with Dudley Town again, and they'll block your car and call the cops.
Really?
They'll keep you there, and then you get a ticket or something or other.
Really?
Yeah.
I think they just aren't. They're probably not nervous for you. They just don't want you to.
They just don't want you screwing around up there. But the people that told me they've been up there say you can't hear like insects at all. You can't hear birds chirping. You can't hear anything up there.
I believe it, dude. That's a place.
I ain't trying to go up there.
That's why there's like haunted house. I think one of the fucking found footage films is in Connecticut. Connecticut is a great horror movie state. We have anything going for us in this. I think we're a good haunted.
They just had the melon heads in that.
Yeah,
And that's a Connecticut thing. I thought.
Yeah,
They put them in California, but the melon heads is a Connecticut thing.
I know. We just watched this. If anyone's seen it, what was it?
It's
something. The book.
Something.
Or the guide. Something guide
Field
to
Guide
evil.
to
Field
Evil?
Guide to
Was that what it
Evil.
was? Something.
It's a new on demand. If you turn. It's like a bunch of Austrian, like weird horror genre things.
That's
and,
all over the place.
Yeah, they have the melon heads thing, and it's apparently real and everything. And Sean told me, oh, that's a Connecticut thing. They had it in California, really.
I heard it was Connecticut.
Yeah, upset us.
Melonheads, Dudley Town, and Midget Village. There's supposed to be a Midget Village.
Midget Village.
If you watch that movie, just give it 40 minutes though. Don't fuck around till the end. But no,
Why?
you never heard about the Midget Village? There's
No, I
a
haven't
village.
heard of Midget Village.
The Little People Village or whatever. Tiny
I
town.
think it's fine.
You
I
go.
think Midget's accepted again.
Midget, I'd want to be if I was a little guy.
I think
They'd call me
Midget's accepted
midget.
again. I don't think it.
I'd rather be midget than little person.
Yeah,
Doesn't that
I mean,
suck?
little person, yeah, it does sound demeaning, like you're just a little person. Like,
My friend is a little person.
It just sounds cool, like you. I don't
I'd
know.
rather be a midget. than a
Yeah,
little person.
definitely. Because you can own that word and be like, that's our, only they could say that, so maybe that is the reason why you can't say midget, because only.
I bet you, I bet you $1 million. Right now, I bet you $1 million is it wasn't midgets that made midgets unacceptable. I bet you other people said, don't call them midgets.
definitely.
It wasn't midgets saying, don't call us midgets. It was other people saying, don't call them midgets.
Yeah.
They're little people.
It's definitely something
It's so
absurd from
stupid.
fucking Indiana.
Yeah.
Made that a problem.
Come on, bro. Did you see the M word?
You know they don't like that. You ever met a fucking
What do you mean they?
That's a whole topic. We worried about this beforehand, how much off tangent we'll get on other topics. I'm gonna try not to swerve off into midgets and other things that we could talk about for a long time. As much as I want to, like, just make this all access into our minds, which could come if this gets a lot of views.
If we were famous,
Like,
you'd love
comment,
it.
subscribe. I mean, like this video, we could talk about things weekly. We're just gonna see. This is our test run here. This is our first love. We both loved horror movies since we were young, so I've been waiting to do this. So, all right, this I like this question here. So, what's your favorite genre of horror movies? I'll start. I like a slasher movie. I love Scream. I'm a slasher guy. I like the killer to slowly. I like the slowly killing off, like the cabin fever. I mean one by one. How's this guy gonna die? I like a slasher film. I'm a slasher guy.
Like Friday the 13th and stuff.
I was always a Freddy Krueger. You know, I'm a big Freddy fan. In Nightmare on Elm Street and everything. But if I had to say like a genre, I'm a slasher. Friday the 13th obviously would have started that. I mean, Scream I just say because it was like right in our wheelhouse of like high school. Scream hit hard, and
Those are ones
Yeah,
we
no.
went and saw in the movies.
Scream's
too.
kind of like a classic. I don't care what people say. I mean, I think
Oh, it is.
Scream's a classic in mine.
That's well respected nowadays.
Yeah.
People are nuts, but they're making Scream pins and stuff.
Yeah, Scream's like that. I like Scream. I always like. Yeah, I love a slasher. Like that's why I always look for like the fucking like sorority killer. Like I'll go through there like.
Slumber Party Massacre.
Yeah, like sorority massacre. It's always good though.
Any 2 words or compound words you can put in front of massacre, they probably made a movie of it. I've seen so many of them where it's like so and so massacre, so and so massacre,
Probably.
or there's so and so murders, and this and that.
That's what I'm saying, and that's what I like. I love. I mean, those have been some of the even the dumb ones I was gonna ask, but I mean, like. You know, like comedy or the dumb ones, is it the dumber the better? We'll get into that later, but I want to get in your genre. But yeah, I'm going to stick with, I mean, I love a slasher, just waiting to see who dies next type thing. And even the cheaper the better, or whatever. Sometimes the cheaper the slasher, the better. So, and I like that Happy Death Day that just came out.
Oh, I haven't seen that. I want to see that.
It's good.
I want to see that.
Yeah, go into your genre.
Well, I do. I'll tell you about it, but I want to touch on the slasher thing.
Mm-hmm.
The slasher, when we were kids and like in the 90s on the playground, the slasher had such an allure because you didn't even have to see these. It's the same thing like with It and all that we were talking about. You didn't even have to see him. You're like, oh, did you see what Jason shoved the pole through the fucking thing and killed the guy in the porta potty? He was like everybody knew what happened when you were too young to see him, and then they put him on like TBS or whatever, and you watch him and stuff.
Yeah.
And there's just so even to this day, like I'll watch the Friday the 13th movies and be like, yeah, I know, I see him really time. But when we were kids, it's like you'd be 9 years old. I remember being 9 years old at my grandma's house, and it was Friday the 13th, and then you go, oh shit, Jason's on. Because she'd be asleep, and I put it on. You get all scared, and then you turn it off, and so you go, you watch it. Oh, it was awesome.
Like you're saying I watch kid horror movies or something.
Well, no, they're still good. No, they're still good. There's a lot of good slashers out there, and I still love them. I want all of them. Damn. No, that's the that goes
Like
into
the
the torture
horror movies. Yeah.
That you know what? When it started,
I don't know, it was kind of cool.
it was cool. Like Hostel
was cool. First
I
Hostel.
took a girl to Hostel on a date.
Did you?
And it was the second time I took a girl. No, I think my buddy Platt came with me. And it was, I went in there with the girl, and it was the second time I saw it.
The date.
We sat, and this is after, dude, this is, I'm never gonna get married, listen. No one's ever gonna marry, listen. So this same girl, we watched the thing. I had this girl watch the thing with me on a 12-inch TV in my bedroom in my mom's house, and we watched it. And then Platt came knocking on the door and goes, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, we just got done watching the thing. He's like, oh shit. I'm like, dude, you wanna watch it? And I put it on. This bitch had to watch the thing twice.
Oh my god.
She was a trooper. She was real cool.
I don't know.
And so then I took her
another podcast.
I took her to Hostel, and I had already seen it. And we sat there, and like the first thing that and I had already seen it, and the first thing that happened, she goes, I can't watch it, I gotta get out. And I stayed in the theater and watched it.
Oh my god, bro.
God bless her.
I really know who this is, and I'm gonna find out when I stop the fucking camera right now.
God bless
I actually know Chuck for a long time. I don't know the story, so I'm very intrigued on who that was.
She was cool.
But
she's really.
yeah,
Hopefully she's doing
all right. Hopefully she's out of that mental institution.
Oh, but you know what? That's what it was. The genre thing. I like the spooky ones. I like the. It's not so much the killing anymore. I like ghost haunted house, and I like Hereditary was cool. That's like it's.
See, I don't know if I've seen Hereditary. We talked about this before when it came out.
I don't know. It's real.
Hereditary.
But I guess that gets into like. It's just when there's weird stuff happening. There's weird. Like the first. You ever seen Insidious?
I've seen Insidious.
The first half of Insidious is awesome because there's all this stuff happening and you don't know what's going on and it could all be explained away and you're like, oh, and then all of a sudden there's this red-faced asshole and you're like, dude, what are you doing? Why? They ruined a completely good movie.
Exactly, I agree. I'm not a huge Insidious has made like a fourth fucking sequel to that.
The last one was awful. The last one was awful.
I didn't
It got good review. I listened to this podcast where they talk about movies. They're like, yeah, it was pretty good. I'm like, what are you talking about? It was horrendous. It was stupid. The last Key. It was stupid.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Oh, it was so
that
stupid.
mother that's, I mean, she's good in horror movies, I mean, but she keeps getting lost in the, like, they're
Lynn Shay.
overdoing it.
That's the chick, Lynn Shay. That's her name. That's the actress.
She's getting lost in, they're way overdoing Insidious. I'm not a huge...
Oh, they could have had a good thing.
Alright and everything. Was that the one that made the fucking like that noise? Sorry. I tried to do a fucking noise.
Yeah. I couldn't do it any better.
Yeah. What is that noise they fucking make?
I know which I could never attempt to emulate it.
Yes,
yeah, I know
that is Insidious.
Sounds like drums but mouth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's Insidious though? Or
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's Patrick, but he's in everything. Is it Patrick Wilson? Is that the
I
guy's
don't know.
name?
I know the dad. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And when he was in the
He's in a lot.
He's in a lot. He's alright. You know what? I used to confuse him for
what we got. I feel like that's like there's a special genre like horror movie actors and actresses. Like they're in a lot of the same horror movies because if you're a good horror movie actor or actress, you are, and they just keep casting you because you work. At least actresses, I notice horror movie actresses are in a lot of horror movies over and over again. The one, it's just the one that sticks out to me that she was in an exorcism movie, one of the exorcisms, and she's just good at screaming and being in a horror movie, and she's in a ton now. So you just see it overlapping a lot. Maybe that's just me, but I see a lot of the same actors and actresses, I feel like. Especially actors that can't break into the mainstream or so you stay getting killed in horror movies. You don't quite break into those Brad Pitt movies. So.
Imagine being that dude, like, just gotta do this one more horror movie and then I'm gonna get
you're in the AAA baseball, like you're in horror movies, you're like, you didn't quite break into the majors, you're not doing
then you get your big part.
Yeah, you didn't quite, get
and then the horror movie guys don't even want you back.
Yeah.
You're a fucking asshole.
Alright, so you're on the ghost ghouls thing, and I fuck with that too, though. Here, before I get into this next one, what do you feel about Paranormal Activity?
Listen!
It popped in my mind.
Son!
Don't do too much.
Listen! Alright, I won't go crazy on it. But alright, Paranormal Activity gets so much shit. The first one I saw, I was like, this is they used to come out every year. I was dating this girl and I saw the first one and I was like, this is fucking awesome. Like, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And we go every year, they put out a new one.
Yes.
And then they didn't do it for a year and they came out another one. I watched it at home and I was drunk or something. I was like, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't remember it. But the first one at least.
First one was.
I was like, this is awesome. I thought it was great.
Was great. I think 2 maybe fell a little bit, but I think 3 was pretty good.
That was the one in the 80s, right? Where the dad gets the. Yeah. Because the dad gets the he's like, I set it up on a fan. So
I think it was. I think 3 they came back hard. I think they fell. I think they fell down a little bit on 2, and then I think they came back hard 3. If I remember correctly on how that went. I'm a Paranormal Activity fan also too. So.
Dude, I got the 4-pack. I bought it this year. Bought the 4-pack.
Yeah.
Or no, I think it's a 5-pack with the other. There's one that's not like a camera one that's like in Mexico or something.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one.
I mean, I was saying, I'm getting into this. I don't know if we know this question, but I'm saying that American horror movies nowadays seem like they're for the cheap jump like thing. They're really focused on the girl looking around the house for the killer type thing, walks around a corner, jumps, and someone jumps. They're afraid of making you jump thing real quick, type the quick hit thrill. And I did watch, we watched, that was a foreign horror movie, and they do it differently. They'll show the ghost longer or something. I mean, they have a different style. Do you have any foreign horror films you're into?
The worst.
Or
I guess it's the worst. I mean, it was good. Everyone should watch it, but you're never gonna want to watch it after you watch it. they remade it. I haven't seen the American version. They remade it, but there's this French movie called Martyrs, and me and my buddy Nick when I lived I lived in a place. Me and my buddy Nick were there, and my other buddy Gursky, and he brought over. It was another foreign one. It was Let the Right One In. Then they remade that with a vampire one. They made it Let Me In with the little girl that's a vampire from like Finland or something, and it's snowing and this and that.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So we watched the original one of those, right?
Yeah.
I love those. But we did, yeah, the movie was cool. But so we argued, but it's like kind of, you know, it's not, I don't want to call it lighthearted, because it wasn't lighthearted, but it was kids and vampires and shit got crazy and stuff. And so we watched it. So Gursky brought that movie, and then he brought this French movie called Martyrs. So while we're watching Let the Right One In, he falls asleep, and me and Nick are like, hey, let's put in this movie, this Martyrs movie. Holy shit! Seriously, I'm glad I watched it. It's all subtitles, I'm glad I watched it.
Yeah, see.
But holy shit, I wish I never did. I'm glad I don't know. It fucked me up for a week.
See, that's what I'm wondering. Like, has there ever been a horror movie that's been like fucked me up bad? Yeah. Listen. Pat told me about this one that like a vagina, teeth, and 8.
Oh, teeth, yeah.
Yeah. Talking about that one, he said it was good. Keep going. I was gonna say. The French
Martyrs is just. Spoiler alert! Don't fucking watch it anyway, because it's gonna wreck your life.
There you go.
So it's this chick and another chick, and they go to this house because the girl was kidnapped or something when she was younger, and the girl it's like a nice family. She just fucks them all up, shoots them with a shotgun, and then they find all these rooms underneath, and there's a chick underneath there with like metal on her face that they screwed in and stuff, and this and that, and then finally they like other people come and then they just beat the piss out of this girl for 30 minutes because.
You go hard.
Dude, they have her shitting in a bucket. The guy comes, beats the piss out. Because the whole thing. Well, here's the thing. So the whole beginning part is scary, and then they get to the torture, and you're like, what the fuck? Why is it still going on? So they get to the end. Don't watch it anyway. It's good, but don't watch it. I'll give it to you right now. You don't want to see it anyway. So they get to the end, and it turns out it's this cult.
Okay.
You don't watch it. It's this cult. It's this cult.
He tells me not to watch it.
Dude, she shits in the bucket and he comes out and beats the piss out of her every day and feeds her out of a dick. It's fine, it's awful.
Okay, man.
So it's a cult, and they come because it's all these metal rooms down the basement, and so it's a cult, and the guy comes down and you find out what it's all about. It's like they're like, all right, if you completely lose all hope, you can see God, and God's gonna tell you what the meaning of life is. And so they go and they take this chick after they beat the piss out of her for years or whatever, and they got her shitting in a bucket, and they bring her upstairs and they take all her skin off. So this chick's laying on the table, and she's got no skin, and they go.
Can't survive long.
Yeah, well she's skinless. And so they come in and they go, and the guy comes in and he goes, or some chick comes in, like one of the nuns or whatever the hell they are. She goes, oh, she's ready. And so the guy in charge of the cult goes in, and he goes to the skinless girl, and she whispers the secret of life to him. And he can't.
She whispers it.
She lost all hope, so she saw God. Her skinless, tortured body's laying there, and she saw God, and so he whispers to her, or she whispers to him and tells him the big secret of life, and fucking blows his brains out. Because he can't fucking handle it. You're just like, and you get done and it's all over and you go, what did I just watch?
What?
Yeah, he gets what he wants. If you watch it, it's fun. Yeah, it's fun. But yeah, that's the fucking worst one. Cut all that out.
Yeah, if you, I don't know. We can get on a life, what's the meaning of life tangent? That'll be next week.
Once I get my skin removed.
Tune in.
I got a guy.
Me and Sean Mack here on the life of fucking.
What is life like? Yeah.
Life. I don't think you ever, did you say what your favorite horror series like sequel is? Mine's Nightmare on Elm Street. I don't know if I even answered that.
Oh, man.
I'm a Freddy Krueger guy. I'm Nightmare on Elm Street all the way. That's a home run for me. And Leprechaun. I'll add that in. I mean, I don't know if you put Leprechaun in your horror movie genre, or if that's a fucking comedy or something. I don't know. I think my Leprechaun.
No, Leprechaun's awesome.
Leprechaun's a good movie. You're silent.
I've only seen the first one.
Really?
I've only seen the first Leprechaun. There's a million of them.
Oh my god. Leprechaun did well. It's kind of like an Ernest thing. He did everything.
I heard Leprechaun in the Hood is phenomenal.
Yeah, Leprechaun did really well. Even the new one, he came back looking well. He was healthy. He looked like he worked.
He was in the Leprechaun was in the gym.
Leprechaun was in the gym.
Oh, see all you next
He was doing push-ups waiting for that goal right there.
Fucking
Alright, what's your fucking series sequel? What's your... I need a vote. I need a fucking... The fans want to know.
I want it. I do like Nightmare on Elm Street a lot. I'd say Friday the 13th over Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know if that's
Classic.
my favorite series though. It's kind of.
Yeah.
It probably is. Does Gremlins count as a series?
Yeah,
That's two.
That's
No.
two, though. I mean,
Yeah,
I
don't
was gonna say sequel. I mean, it doesn't have to be a long list. Like Jaws would even have passed, and I mean that's.
I don't. You know what?
I consider it a horror movie. Jaws is very deep.
Yeah, Jaws is really good, but like Jaws 4. That's not gonna top it.
Yeah, you stretch out.
You know what? Friday the 13th, because you know what you're getting.
like
Friday the 13th, you know what you're getting from point A to point Z.
Yeah.
You know what you're getting, and it's always a good time.
I like the new, how Rob Zombie's doing this new stuff. That's Halloween's. I like Rob Zombie.
Halloween's my favorite. Never mind.
Is that I'm just looking at it because I was about to ask if you have like favorite directors and everything. You know, like like even if the film looks like a piece of shit, do you have a director that you'll see the film regardless? This is good go for any genre. We're going to talk about horror movies, but I mean,
George Romero was
okay.
That was the dude. And he's all right. Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, that's all phenomenal and stuff. But then you start getting to stuff like Diary of the Dead. It's a found footage thing. It's the most awful piece of garbage you'll ever watch.
Really?
Diary of the Dead?
Yeah, I like that.
Oh man, watch it again. You must have.
Maybe I need to watch it.
Diary of the Dead is awful. But you know what? I've seen it 4 times. Because I love and I'll
there you go. That answers a fucking question. Thank you. That's a fucking question answer right there.
I can't stand it too. But then even Land of the Dead that came out, that was cool with John Leguizamo and all that.
Oh,
and the big Dead Reckoning and stuff. There's another song there, but
see, I do love
Zombies
of the Dead.
Zombies were great.
You think they're getting oversaturated with Walking Dead?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, all right. So you know when I think it's an inherent thing, and I don't care if anybody says any different. You still feel it. You can bullshit me all you want and say, "Oh, when you like that band," and all of a sudden they blow up, you're like, "Fuck, man, that was my." You can say, "No, I don't care." Fuck you. You don't have to go talk shit about it, but it's still a little piece of you inside kind of goes up. Yes. So when the zombie shit, when we were in, I think it was like. God, I must have been in like 8th grade or something. I used to skip school and I go stay at Pinkham's house and or on the weekends and stuff and we cook a pound of bacon and we watch zombie movies.
Yeah, it's baller. That's nice.
It was the best. And we just sit there and watch zombie and we just eat it. And then I was all about zombie. I remember watching even the remake of Night of the Living Dead. That one gets shit too. The one Thomas Savini did. I love it.
Yeah.
And I'd sit there and watch those things. We'd eat a pound of bacon. Loved it. But then, and then zombies was huge, and they're like, oh, zombies gonna happen. I'm like, fuck you. Zombies ain't gonna happen. Robots is what's gonna happen anyway. That's a whole nother topic.
Oh, yeah, we're not gonna get it.
People got all nutty about zombies. And then,
I don't know how zombies would have. I'm not gonna get it.
I'm glad that there's zombie stuff, but now there's more shitty zombie stuff.
I know. I mean,
well, high quality zombie
Walking Dead is done. Now there's like fear though, and they're like clinging on to anything Walking Dead related. I don't know. We're not gonna get it until like now everyone killed the zombie genre.
They did. And now it's gonna be another 10 years till I can get some good zombie stuff.
I know you can. It's just like fucking. Whatever that vampire movie is, what's the
Twilight. Screw vampires up, exactly.
Vampires. That was gonna be my movie. I was gonna ask that your favorite classic movie that I watched in film class, I did a horror class, that first Nosferatu or whatever. The
Yeah, the
first
silent one. Yeah.
fucking vampire movie. I mean, that was, vampires were the shit, but they were feared and fearsome. They weren't like fucking, what is his name, Rob Pattinson
They were
wearing
banging
a
you.
fucking H&M sweater and a fucking at the locker, and you're gonna make out with him.
I was
Like,
at
it's ridiculous.
I was at someone's house one time, and they go, well, it was this girl. He goes, oh, you didn't see, you're into all that shit. You haven't seen Twilight? No. And one of my buddies I worked with was like, yeah, I saw it. I was like, oh, I heard the vampire sparkle.
The
He goes, yeah,
vampire
they do.
sparkle?
He goes, yeah, they do.
Sparkle?
They do, but they're vampires. Go. All right, whatever.
I
So
know,
she goes,
it's
it was Brittany goes, yeah. It's just like I borrowed it and I watched it.
It's
Oh my
ridiculous.
fucking god! I put it to the fucking when the car hits. Dude, if a car fucking runs into you sideways and you put a dent this big in a car, someone's gotta come and be like, dude, what's up with you? What's going on?
If you had a girlfriend in the last 4 to 5 years, you watched Twilight, and that's just a fact. And
I used to sleep through it.
It sucks. Yeah, it sucks. It's a bad experience, and I feel for you. Also, I had to watch it many times, and yeah.
You know what I will say?
So
though?
bad.
I watched the first one on my own. Never watched another.
First one is like it gets worse as it goes on. But,
I dated this girl, and I used to wake up in the morning. I'm like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "I'm watching fucking Louis
Baby
Close
and
Part
Rock
5 or whatever." And they had like, and look, I opened my eye for a second because as long as she wasn't watching Glee, it was fine. So I'd open my eye and see like snow, and they got this. It looks like. So some of the stuff looked like
cinematically, it was
cinematically it looked like it was shot.
Cinematically, it was shot well, yeah.
But I didn't care
People,
what they
they
wake
know
up.
what they're doing out there. I was at it.
I couldn't. But they're like,
what
oh,
they're doing.
she's got a vampire baby, but then the werewolf
Yeah,
wants to screw her too, and it's like,
Fucking
Okay.
wax off.
screw them both.
Alright,
Go
so-
get a fucking investment banker.
Did I ask you what's your most gruesome horror movie? That's kind of a good question. I'll get into that. Like I'm not a huge on the like real. We touched on Hostel and like just going full gore, full gruesome shit. I'm not too huge on it. It doesn't need to be like need to see blood and guts type shit. But is there a gruesome ass horror movie you love? I'm trying to think of it, so I'm gonna.
Martyrs was the worst that I saw.
Okay, I haven't seen.
And no,
Martyrs,
but
so
there's
I
another
haven't seen-
Terrifier. You seen
I
Terrifier?
haven't seen Terrifier.
With the clown? He does some stuff that's appalling.
Alright. I like clown horror movie. People hate clowns. I love clowns, and I mean, I like watching horror movies, and that's why I love it. I'm not scared of clowns. I love clowns, and but I like them killing people. That's a weird thing. That's like what we'll get into.
I like clowns.
Who's
but when they-
fascinated by, serial killer documentaries? You know, just edge into it right now because I can edit this in post, but
Go with it, yeah. Let's just rock with it.
fucking, like I watch, and I always question this, like if I'm a weird person or something. Who's fascinated by serial killer documentaries? Does that make you a crazy person? Do you watch it? I watch it. You have a cable,
Everybody is.
but like, I watch the shit out of those serial killer documentaries and stuff. Like, am I gonna kill someone later? in
Yes.
life? Okay,
You made.
you've heard it here. Hell,
Won't be quitting.
what do you think makes it? It's a crazy thing.
No,
but I don't know if I have-
no, you're not. You
I
won't.
had a girlfriend, and people are into this shit. Like,
Hey,
what maybe makes it innate? Because you can't do it, I think maybe. It's like, you can't just go out and kill people and stuff. So it's maybe you want to, like, look into, like, what would that life fucking be like if you're, like, out murdering people for a living?
Look at the newspaper.
Right.
Look at the newspaper.
Yeah.
How many times you're gonna read about, oh, Girl Scout Troop 372 sells cookies the first day? You don't want to fucking hear about, oh, this bitch got beheaded in front of the fucking grocery store while the Girl Scouts watched. Like you want, people like weird shit. They don't want it to happen. You don't like it when it happens. But when after it happens, you go, shit, I want to know about it.
Yes, of course. That's why you pull over. If there's an accident on the highway, you're slowing down to see what the hell's going on.
I saw 50 people fucking slow down the other day to watch someone change a tire.
Oh my
Just
God.
hoping someone would like
And it
run
was
into
me
a
too.
problem.
That's the fucked up thing. My tires suck.
It's awful. But anybody tells you they don't watch serial killer shit.
Yeah, they're lying.
And they're not,
I just needed the reassurance.
No, you're reassured. Dude, I listened to this podcast
That's
about
why
the
there's no
Zodiac
fans
Killer.
on there, yeah.
I listened to the podcast about Zodiac. I'm like, I know all this shit.
Just watch
Because you already
the
seen it all.
movie.
Well, yeah, but even
That
what's it called?
was a better horror movie. The Zodiac Killer, it was Elijah Wood or whoever the hell.
It was Jake Gyllenhaal.
Toby Maguire.
Jake Gyllenhaal. No.
Oh, Jake Gyllenhaal. I even think that's all. I'm sorry. Whatever the fuck his
Jake
name is.
Gyllenhaal
was good.
and Robert Downey Jr. was
Yes.
in it.
Yeah, it was a good. That was.
And what's her name? I love Chloe Sevigny. You know Chloe? She was in Kids. She was the one that Casper went at the end. And she was on the Kids. She's a good actress. I like her. She's the one she did
Chloe did those.
What's it called?
Russian movie.
She did it. Yeah, she had a boyfriend. She did what do you? She sucked the guy's dick on camera for real.
Alright.
Because their boyfriend was the director, and so she did it. But she's a good actress too. She's pretty.
One or two young fans just excuse him.
I watched it. It's on Pornhub if you want to.
Alright, so. Alright, okay. Maybe we'll go in this direction. Now, I like this, okay? We're gonna dive in here. Alright, so we watched a movie. It got real clever there with the things, and it made me think. Because we were talking about, I know it's kind of gay the way I just did it. It made me think about Us and Get Out and everything. The new clever spin. I like Jordan Peele as a filmmaker and everything, and what he's doing with horror films. I think it's great and everything. I mean, this what's a clever horror film you like, or do you like Jordan Peele's new film? He's seen Us. I haven't seen Us yet. I've seen Get Out, obviously. I'm a big fan of Get Out.
I think he's great.
Like that clever, I mean, I guess.
There's no one more because he's doing the new Twilight Zone. He's the new Rod Serling or whatever. I don't think he wrote all this stuff or whatever, but there's no one else that deserves it more because he's out putting out original stuff and original stories and getting people hyped on.
Yeah, a lot of people say he's a new
him.
cat in the block, so he hasn't earned his stripes, and everyone's
He earned his. No, you know what? He earned his stripe right off the rip.
Everything right away.
Right off the rip.
Well, that's what they're saying.
How people are saying that?
Yeah, no, that's a lot of.
He didn't earn his stripes.
Right away off his first horror film, he's getting, Oscars.
He was on Mad TV. That's horrific. Are you kidding me? He didn't earn his stripes. He was on Mad TV.
He was on horror TV.
Are you kidding me? He was on Mad TV. That's horrible. There's nothing more horrible than that. He earned his horror stripes.
My God, Mad TV isn't even get syndicated. That's
yeah. You know what though? I do see a lot of people
syndicated.
Mad TV sometimes. Oh, don't you remember this guy?
I think it's just like Mad TV existed, is it on YouTube? I think it's just a question can we find it somewhere in existence?
People remember the guy with what's the guy that acts like the little kid? I don't even know what the name.
Oh yeah, Stewart.
Yeah, there you go. See,
Stewart.
but nobody watches Mad TV.
Yes, Stewart. Yes.
Mad TV.
No, I know no one watches this. I mean, I don't know. And it's just.
He earned his stripes. That was horrible. And he put out Get Out was thought out. It was a smart, scary movie.
That's what I was getting at.
It kept you guessing and thinking what the hell's. I mean, you kind of knew what was going on, but there was.
Yeah,
you're
it was like a layers thing. That's what I want to get. I haven't seen Us yet and everything, but I mean, do you like a horror movie that makes you think like that, like the layer type horror movie? You like to think, or are you like a? I mean, I guess we're all in different moods when we watch a horror movie.
Yeah.
I can't just generalize, like, do you want to watch this type of horror movie or this type of horror movie? I can't just say.
It depends.
I like fucking one kind, but I'm just saying, you like a nice, a deep thinker? You like a deep thinker? I like a deep thinker.
I do like it. Like, what's it called? Like Hereditary is the same thing. You gotta wonder. It's like,
God damn, I gotta see Hereditary.
I know, but it's the same thing. You're wondering like, is all is all this stuff going on, or is the mother like mental illness and stuff? So you gotta think about it. But the thing is, like, I like it when you think about it, but I like it when they don't answer it in the end either. So you gotta. People get pissed at that. People get pissed at that. Oh well, I hated the way it ended because they didn't tell me. They didn't tell me. It's like, go home and think about it for a little bit.
I like that.
But you gotta be in the mood for it too, though.
Yeah, exactly.
I got a friend that's into anime, and sometimes he'll bring it over, and I'll watch something. I go, because I don't fucking play. I don't play anime, but he'll bring something over sometimes. Gursky brings like he bought this movie Spirited Away. It was called. And it's an anime movie, but all the stuff going on. And it was brilliant. It was awesome. It was really, really cool. And I was like, oh, this is great.
Brilliant anime film.
It was, dude, let me tell you, I don't care but that's I don't search it out. But he brought it over, I watched it. It was awesome. I loved it.
Yeah.
I was spellbound. It was phenomenal. It was really good. But then, but I gotta be in the mood for it too. So
anime is a big thing nowadays with the younger fans.
Yeah. You see that a lot.
Anime is a big thing nowadays, especially in like rap culture. It's a weird thing. I'm not gonna get into that, but anime is making this big come through in rap culture. So I don't know the connection if it's like Wu-Tang from back in the day, like Asian kung fu culture. It's weird, but anime has made a strong rap connection with it.
Yeah, but you see, it's a lot of like cartoons that are like.
Pokemon's big. Maybe Pokemon Go hit hard.
You know what? I feel like I could have been into Pokemon, but I never got into it.
I was into Pokemon cards. I built my deck. I was a water deck. I got a Squirtle, Blastoise thing. I was a water.
I like that Squirtle guy.
Yeah, I like Squirtle. I was more of a water guy. I felt like everyone would have Charizard, right? That's like a cool Charizard thing to do. So I'm a lead.
No, what's the one with the flower?
I'm a lead with Squirtle. Yeah, the flower guy was.
I like him.
Who the fuck was the flower? Yeah,
that's Squirtle.
This fucker will go. No, Squirtle's water. The flower guy's like Herbisaur or some bullshit.
I liked
Who
him.
is he?
He was cute.
Who's
I don't know. I wanted one. He had a flower.
That's a quote.
Bulbasaur!
Bulbasaur, yeah. Bulbasaur. See, you're
Flower
still,
Bolt.
Like,
See?
I'm still
Flower
not
Bolt.
even thrilled. He just said Bulbasaur and I'm not even scared. When I said Squirtle, that struck fear. in your
Bulbasaur.
goddamn mind.
He's cute.
My God, stop saying cute with my Pokemon.
Listen, I will say cute.
I'm saying ruining my Pokemon.
What else are you gonna call him?
experience.
What else are you gonna call him?
I don't know.
They're
You're
fucking
calling
cute.
badass.
If a grown man sees a kitten and they go, that's what do they call it? Priceless? Fucking cute. You can't like not say adorable. Fucking cute. There's things that are cute.
I say cute. I call girls on Tinder cute all the time.
Oh.
Alright, well, we dropped this later, but let me get into, this one's a tough question, but I like Blumhouse. Do you have a production company like the horror movie genre right now? I like that Blumhouse is doing that crazy. They let out a lot of horror movies. I think it's Blumhouse, right?
It's Blum, yeah, because they got.
Yeah, they let out a lot of horror movies right now. I don't know any other production companies, so that's a tough question.
I'm gonna have to agree. I
like what they're doing though.
They did the new,
just blasting people with horror movies. I feel like they're letting shit out.
They did the new Halloween movie. They did.
Yeah.
Oh!
Shit.
Too sad. They did the new Halloween movie. They did
I thought Rob Zombie didn't know.
No, he did 2 Halloween
remakes. You know about Rob Zombie yet? What do you feel about Rob Zombie on what do you feel about his wife? How hot is she?
She's gorgeous. You know what? A lot of people talk about Rob Zombie. they go, oh, he goes too far, he goes too far.
Really?
Fucking Martyrs. Watch Martyrs. Rob, don't go too far, man.
See, I haven't watched Martyrs yet, so I can't get it on that.
Don't
I'm
watch
like an
Martyrs.
old school. I'm a House of a Thousand Corpses, and the second one there. No, it's not
Devil's Rejects.
Yes, Devil's Rejects.
There's another one coming out too.
Is there another one? That's
Three from
awesome.
Hell.
Let's see. 3 from Hell? That's even a sweet title.
But they all died in the end. I thought they all died in the end of the last.
I did. They got shot down pretty heavy, so unless she had a bulletproof vest, I don't know if she survived that, but whatever. I mean, she's Rob Zombie's wife. Maybe, like, he sucked her blood and they arose. We watched a weird... The horror movie we watched, they were drinking blood as wine. It was so all fucked up.
Oh yeah, the tree guy.
I don't even know what to say. Was it the tree guy?
That was the goblin.
Yeah, that was the guy. Oh,
Yeah,
it was the goblin was the
drinking
tree
his
guy.
blood.
Yes, yes.
I don't
They
know
slit
what
his
the hell
wrist
was
to
going
drink
on
his
with
blood.
that one. It was Greek.
It was
That was
just-
Greek.
Like, I feel like they go too far. That was a question I was going to ask. Like, who do you think goes too far out there in the horror movies? Is there anyone? I don't think Rob Zombie goes too far.
No.
That leads in that right there. I don't think he goes too far at all.
He does what when you look like the example like is like Halloween, the remake where the little Michael Myers is like beating the kid to death.
Yeah.
And you're like, all right, he keeps going and going and going. It's like, but that's
real substance.
I don't
I think
know.
Rob Zombie, like how he remade Halloween in the movies and stuff, I think he added substance to them. There wasn't that much. So the older ones are more just know much about his backstory or this or that. It was just straight killing and whatever. Michael Myers adds Rob Zombie adds a story to the film. Like he adds substance, you know. I remember watching it. It's the little kid. The mother goes out drinking for the night, and the little kid like murders his father and everyone else.
yeah, the
and that-
stepdad and stuff.
yeah, it was like a real story to that and everything. I think Rob Zombie does a good job. I think
Well, it was nice because if you're gonna make a
he's
remake
taken
of
the
Halloween,
horror, yeah,
do something a little
He does
different.
a good job.
The second one though was kind of. I liked it when I first, and then you know I'll still watch it sometimes, and it's entertaining, but it is. It's kind of some of the stuff. But I heard that they stifled them. The studio was like, well, we got it. So he was
That's
pissed.
kind of good. I guess. I don't know if that's good enough. I don't know. Because, I mean, I'm not. I don't know. I'm Robert Zombie.
Yo, you know his wife's from? She used to be a stripper in New Haven, Connecticut.
I thought his wife was the blonde chick.
That's his wife. Yeah, his wife is the blonde chick. She used to be a stripper in New Haven, Connecticut. Yeah.
This is why
She's
I
from
always
New
say
Haven.
we don't go to strip clubs enough.
Yeah. Well, I don't think you're gonna get a Sherry Moon come home with you.
Well, I'm just saying you never freaking,
Hold on.
you know.
Hold on. Wait, we gotta pull up. Hello?
Go ahead.
Oh, hold on. Hey, honey. Hey. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? We're still recording.
You're actually on live.
You're
right
actually,
now.
yeah, you're in it. You're actually in it right now.
We're on live. We're on stream right now. Literally at this time. Everyone can hear.
Say hi to Facebook Live.
I can barely hear you. I'll call you later, okay?
Okay. Bye. Okay.
That's a horror movie right there. Oh, sorry. That was a
You had to edit that out. She'll fucking kill me.
Will we edit or won't we? No, I have to edit that. Alright.
I gotta live there.
And, no, I need
Hold on, wait here. We can. This will be the marker. We can take my shot.
Yeah,
Go
just
in
say
and
second,
out.
because I can see the audio, so if you say second, silent for 2 seconds, I can see the dip down there, so that's where I can edit it. It just makes it easy. So just stay silent for like 10 seconds. I need to find the next question anyway, so this is a good time to stop for a second anyways. She kind of helped us. Okay, we did most Bruce. No scares. Where were we? We were past Clever. Cruising. Oh, okay, we're on front end. We're on the bottom end. Front end. Alright. I want to cheers,
That's alright, I put it down quick.
Alright, so what the hell do you eat when you watch a horror movie? Let's get to the fucking serious shit right now. Let's get to the thick of it. Let's get fucking serious. What's your go-to snack, bro? Or do you like to watch a horror movie with someone, like someone named Kevin, like if they're next to you and they're talking, do you hate that person? I mean,
Listen.
no, I'm just kidding. But what do you like to eat? I guess because I like a popcorn and everything, so I do care about the snacks. I want to get into that. And if, I go to movie theaters all the time alone by myself, and people think that's the weirdest fucking thing. I get a lot of slack for that. I'm standing there like, what the fuck are you at the movie theater by yourself? But what am I talking to people during a movie? Like that's weird to me. Like it's not like we're gonna be chatting. Like I'm gonna get to know you while the movie's on. So I don't think that's weird. So what's your viewpoint on that, Sean?
What, going to movies by your house?
What do you like to eat?
Oh.
What do you like to sit next to? What's your vibe on a horror movie?
I'll give you the.
Give me your setting. Give me your setting.
What I used to like
at home or
It's mostly at home. I didn't start going to movies again until they redid the movie theater, and now they got
it's awesome.
seats. You can get drinks in there.
Really great.
Kind of.
Yeah, really.
At home
usually,
I'd eat the Little Caesars, the cheesy bread. That was the best, but now I'm trying to be health conscious, so now I eat carrot sticks and
a lot of
hummus.
carbs, yeah. And the carbs.
I had carrot sticks and hummus last night.
Ooh. Sean doesn't have a vagina.
I gotta lose weight, but it sucks. Yeah, it sucks. But yeah, Little Caesars, $5. Get your thing.
That's a baller choice.
Do it. If you're skinny, go get your
I don't know that
cheesy bread.
That is a thick cheesy bread.
It's fucking delicious.
It's real good. It is.
Bobby Torrington.
It's a very cheap, awesome. I know for a long time watching me say that. But don't listen to his losing weight because I think that's all carbs. I think that's actually bad.
Yeah, I can't eat that. I'm trying to go off the carbs, so that's what I say.
It's unhealthy. I just don't know.
No, it's not healthy. It's grease. It's just grease, cheese, and bread. It sucks. But it's delicious. It's the best thing in the world. You know what? After I lose another 5 pounds, I'm going to go get one. And I'm going to go sit and watch a horror movie.
Little Caesars is underrated. I agree with that also.
Yeah.
For a horror movie, we can do
the pizza. You know what? The pizza ain't bad. For $5 for a pizza, and then $5 for the.
All the places. I would go to Little Caesars over fucking Domino's any day of the week.
Yeah, Domino's ain't bad either.
Every day of the week. Every day. Damn, that fire is still looking nice. I built that, just to let you get.
But so Little Caesars, and then if I go to the movies with someone, I don't you can't talk during the movie.
Yeah, so yeah.
We went to the movies.
Is the more important part.
We went to the movie with my brother the other day.
He did.
And full blast. Talking full blast. I love him. He's my brother, but it's like you can't talk in the movie theater. So that's why I can see if you're gonna go by yourself, absolutely.
Yeah.
Why you need someone there?
Yeah, exactly.
Someone gonna hold your hand? Like what's the point?
Exactly. That's what I needed to hear on that was a big issue for me, like how you felt on the solo movie thing.
Before
I've gotten hate them.
Before they did the recliner seats and shit, if you and me went to a movie, you'd sit here, I'd skip a fucking seat and sit over here.
That's all different.
You don't need to be sitting, because you're not gonna be really, unless it's something really stupid you're watching anyway, like, hey, look at it, and do that. But at home it's nice to go and you sit and you talk and if you're gonna watch like stupid horror movies and stuff, to joke around. Even good ones too, you joke around and stuff and have fun. But it's at home. That's when there's nobody else, in the thing paying money to go see them. It's like, just shut up in the movie theater.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying. I agree with the solo movie theater. I mean, I'm not talking to anyone, but I love at the same time, I won't talk to anyone in my first showing, but I'd love on a second showing to come and we'll talk kind of whole time to ourselves. I'll never disturb other people or whatever. I love a nice roasting of what's going on. If we've both already seen it, it's gonna have a nice comedy session and talk about it. Me and Sean are actually known for that in middle school.
We just went in on that one
the
before.
science project. Yeah, like they used to play like in science class a little, 30-minute shows on
really?
insects, mantises and things. And we just sit together and just roast them like Mystery Science Theater. It's kind of an offshoot of a horror movie. I mean, so that relates to the topic.
No, they put horror movies on there too. We
Yeah,
remember sitting, we used to be in the
Mystery
back, and they used to have just this mummy wrapped up with paper.
Oh my
mummy,
God,
we used to
yes.
just fucking roast the mummy in the back and
Yeah.
pass notes back and forth.
So that's
So the
thing,
teacher told us to
so-
come and shut up.
Exactly. So I am all for it at certain times. It's all the setting on and if you could talk or not talk in a movie. I am one to go alone the first time I want to watch that fucking movie. So you're not going to talk, but
It's good. It's okay to do
Second
things as
time.
long as you're not bothering someone else.
exactly.
That's what counts. Don't bother anybody else.
Yeah.
If you're having fun, but just don't fucking bother somebody else.
Yeah.
Be nice to people. I think that's really the.
What's the first horror movie you saw in a theater? Do you remember? Did we talk about? We might talk about it in the beginning.
I was thinking about it because you asked me earlier, and I was thinking about it, and I can't. But I guess, well, no, I was gonna say, I thought it's not really a horror movie. I was gonna say The Sixth Sense
Oh, that's a good.
because I remember I went with you and Berger. We went and saw The Sixth Sense,
That's where
and I had to cover my eyes when the girl came out and puked and stuff. Where he's in the tent, and the girl that was poisoned comes out and starts puking and stuff, and I was like,
I gotta fucking see.
I didn't even know she puked till you guys told me afterwards. I was like, oh, I saw her coming. She was coming. I was like, oh, fuck her. And then I turned around.
That's how I came up with that the director question that, because M. Night Shyamalan made such great movies like Sixth Sense, but he's made such shitty movies that might be shitty as fuck.
He made such a good movie like Sixth Sense. I seriously, everything else I've ever seen from that guy, seriously. And Sixth Sense,
Science was alright.
Science was alright until they got to
Yeah.
you can't. You're gonna tell me you got a baseball bat and an alien standing right in front of you, and you gotta have a flashback to your wife that says swing that fucking bat before you swing the bat at the end. Like that's the dumbest thing in the world. You got a bat right here.
How the aliens
So
figured
stupid.
out interstellar fucking traveling, and then they couldn't figure out the door. He shut the door on them, and they couldn't get through the door. It's like
He couldn't.
the door.
He couldn't get to the door, and then he went. All right, so the water is the thing that took him out, right? So they're flying around and they go to a planet that's made 80% of fucking water. Like, why the fuck are you gonna go there? What are you doing? Why are you going? If water takes you out, why are you seeing all this blue from the top? You're like, hey,
That's
the
a
spot.
point I've never heard
So
to this
fucking
date.
stupid.
So yeah, M. Night Shyamalan. That was the reason I brought up that topic. Like, have you ever loved a movie and went to his movies even though they're a piece of shit? That was literally I had M. Night Shyamalan in my fucking mind because I feel like he was like after Sixth Sense he was the hottest, right? He was as hot as fucking Tekashi 6ix9ine on a goddamn grill. And then
I just watched
he's about
Unbreakable,
as cold as ice. He's kind of coming back. I think he's made some good shit
Well,
lately.
did I watch Split with you a couple years ago?
Oh yeah, Split was good. Split
was
good. And then
okay.
they made the second one lately, which I haven't
The
seen. so I
glass
can't
one.
comment on
I
it.
just saw Unbreakable so that I could see it.
On Glass, yes.
And I'm not, I
I'm
don't
not
know.
gonna comment on Glass because I don't know. Split was alright.
Unbreakable really nothing happened. It was okay, but it was.
alright.
I'm alright with a slow build. But you gotta give me some. I mean,
Yeah,
Unbreakable.
I agree. Like the slow build thing is really.
I like slow
I feel
build.
like slow build movies are really going for like Oscars too much. They're like, but how many fucking horror movies type things have really gotten an Oscar? I don't think ever a horror movies really gotten Best Picture.
I think,
type thing, has it?
you're gonna hate me, but I think Hereditary won it.
Oh my god! Goddamn Hereditary! We put that in the thumbnail. Sean loves Hereditary.
No, I just think it won the way. You know what?
It might have won on.
I went in. Actually, you know what? I'll tell you.
I don't know.
I'll tell you this one. This is one. We watched Hereditary. I went into it because like there was a lot of hype and stuff, and it was a really good movie.
Yeah.
But you went in, I was like, oh man, people say it's really fucked up. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. This and that. And I watched it, and it was nice. It was good, slow build, and it was a really good movie. But it wasn't really fucked up like I thought. We watched. We had a bunch of people over there watching. We watched it's Lars von Trier, I think his name is. He made this movie, The House That Jack Built. And it's Matt Dillon, and he's like a serial killer. Holy shit. Like, that's a movie, we saw it, we're like, this movie's gonna be fucked up, and we sat there, and Platsky's like, let's watch it, and I called him, and I rented it. Dude.
It's crazy. What?
It was nuts. It was
wild.
Nuts. I won't even tell you because I watch it. I'll tell you a lot of artists that don't watch it. House That Jack Built. Jesus.
Okay, just keep that in mind, because I'm gonna watch it.
Dude, that movie was bananas. It was a movie. There's been a lot of movies where I'm like, I want to watch this because it's gonna be really messed up,
awesome.
and then they don't deliver. This movie, I'm like, I want to watch it because it's gonna be really messed up. Holy shit, was it messed up?
Awesome. That's awesome.
No, maybe it didn't win the Academy Award. Never mind.
Doesn't matter for one. We got a good recommendation out of it. This is a good. Let's do like did we do our oldest like classic horror movie that we loved? I know I said Nosferatu. In my newest horror movie that I loved, I want to do like an analogy. My newest horror movie that I love. I'm gonna go. Damn, I'm gonna do Happy Death Day. Even 2 was pretty fucking good. I like Happy Death Day. I like the idea of it and everything and the way they delivered it. I mean, I'm kind of a fan of the half comedy, half horror kind of sub-genre there, where it's half funny, half killing horror shit, I mean, a lot of people, I think, hardcore horror people probably wouldn't like Happy Death Day, but I thought it was a pretty fucking clever idea, and I liked it. I'm gonna stick by that. It didn't scare the shit, and that's not like a movie that's gonna scare the shit out of you, but I liked that movie. I like the way they did it. So I'm gonna go with Happy Death Day as my new movie.
I gotta see it.
Yeah, check that out. That's a good one. The second one.
It's no Hereditary.
No Hereditary.
You know what? I'm going. My girlfriend said she wanted to watch a movie tonight, and I said, you know what? Happy Death Day.
Yeah, there you go.
I want to see
Happy Death Day because that's good. It's just glad I like Happy Death. For some reason, that's just what stuck with me. So what's their like oldest to newest? Just the analogy.
Oldest Night of the Living Dead is probably it's tied for all-time favorite movie with Gremlins.
Is that the No, that's Evil Dead.
Oh no, I really like Evil Dead too, but
Yeah, you like to.
Night of the Living Dead, the original '60s black and white George Romero, Tommy. Like I could watch that. But I used to go to sleep. When I used to have trouble sleeping, I'd get like anxiety and shit, and I'd be freaking. I just sit. I couldn't stop thinking about shit and stuff. I put on Night of the Living Dead at night. Put me right out. Put me right out.
That's a real horror movie fan.
Listen, they're coming to get you, Barbara. And she's running towards the house screaming, and I go, I'd be done. I'd be good. New wise, I'd like to say Hereditary, but I'm not going. No, you know what? I just saw Us, and Us was really cool, man.
Yeah,
Us was really
talk
cool.
about Us for a
Dude,
second. Just give us watch her, because I was going to ask.
You know what? Here's the thing. Here's the thing. This is, and here's what I'll do. I'll compare it to Hereditary.
All right.
Hereditary. Really liked it, but they showed you all this stuff in the trailer that you're like, oh, and you see stuff coming, and you're like, all right, it's coming. Us doesn't. Us showed you like little and you really have no clue going in, and you watched it, and it was great. There's a little bit of exposition at the end where they kind of explain some stuff, but you kind of saw it coming, and it's a couple of, but it was great. It was good builds, good thing. I liked it a lot. It was it's like a thriller, you know.
That's good. Like that's a thing that I noticed, showing a lot in the preview. A lot of the new horror films seem to be like you go to watch them, but like all the fucking scares were literally in
Yeah.
the preview that you just watched. That's a fucking thing that's happening to me a lot, and I don't like it.
They kill
I
it.
fucking like it one bit.
Dude, they destroy
I
everything.
don't like it one bit. How is that possible?
I hate to go back to Hereditary, but it pretty
Whatever,
much
go
ruined
back to
part of the movie. I'm like,
whatever.
dude,
I can't think
knew
of
it
a
was
good
coming.
idea right now. There's probably fucking 20 that I should be thinking of. Like, everything is doing that now, and I don't like that. Like, show none of your scares on the damn preview. That's a crazy way to market
We'll go, you know.
That's why I like Pet Cemetery, because I feel like they do show some scares, but that's why I have hope
No, but
for it,
they-
because I feel like,
They fucked it up.
why?
Fucked it up.
Why?
Because
Exclusive.
you didn't see what they did?
No.
Alright, so you seen the original Pet Cemetery?
Yes.
You read it? I read that. That's the one book I wrote too.
Pet Cemetery, Children of the Corn. I was a
They
big.
fucking showed in the thing. They got the, unless they really switch it around,
Mm-hmm.
it's not, I don't even want to tell you, it's gonna ruin it, but fuck it, there, it's in the preview. It's the little girl. Remember, he's got the little son, and the little son runs out because the guy's listening to the Ramones, and he gets hit by the truck.
Yeah.
Now they're showing the little girl up. Hey, man, now it's the little girl. The little girl didn't die in the original one.
And
he did- and she didn't die in the
out
book.
there chasing the cat.
No, there's new previews. Ruining it. And I said, you know what? I watched the first original little thing because I was like, I want to see if John Lithgow's going to do the main lot of history up there. And I didn't want to, I'm like, because John Lithgow's the new, the guy, the new Herman Munster guy that did the thing. But they did it, and they did a new preview, and it shows the girl. Unless they switch it around, I hope they do, because why you tell us that shit? Don't tell us that shit before the movie, because you're expecting to see the little baby, and that one was crazy. The original Pet Cemetery was. It was, you know, it scared the shit out of me. But the little kid runs out in front of the little kid runs out in front of the, because the guy's listening to the Ramones, which is cool, because in the book they have like a lot of Ramones lyrics and shit. And that's why they did the song for the movie, because in the book, Stephen King's wife, like something happened, like his kid was running towards the road and he went and stopped him before he got hit by a truck or something.
Yeah.
So he started writing it, and his wife told him like, don't fucking write that or something like that, or she told him to write it. It was one way or the other.
This is the one right there.
But so he wrote the book or whatever, and he said, you know, I don't know if I'm getting all this right, but I think I am. So he's like, you know, he didn't want to sell the rights to it, and then he finally did. Eventually, Stephen King's gonna sell the fucking rights. So he sells it, and he goes, but you gotta film it in Maine. So they went to Maine to go film it or something. He was on set every day, I think, and was fucking with shit. But the girl did a pretty good job, but man, that second one, it's with the Terminator kid.
Is
It
it?
was
I gotta say, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, Pet Cemetery holds.
The remake I do wanna see.
I'm a big fan of Pet Cemetery. Even the original, I'm a big fan. I like Pet Cemetery.
That's the reason I
Children of
have
the
my
Corn,
Pet
I'm not some
Cemetery.
other people. I'm not huge on Children of the Corn. They made like 7 Children of the Corns, didn't they?
Son.
Make a branch off. And
Let me tell you about the video store.
I mean, I don't know. I was like, Children of the Corn 1 was alright. It was.
Oh, I know. Listen,
it was
first
like
Children of the Corn is good. You know
like
what? You know what Children of the Corn?
Nowadays.
You know what Children of the Corn is based on?
What
A
is
short
it?
story.
Creepers.
It's based on a short story in like one of his first books of short stories.
Mhm.
And so they made a movie about it, and then made there's like 12 of them or something. There's
Yeah,
a
that's
million
what
of
I'm
them.
saying. There's a ton of those.
So
fucking things.
when video stores were a thing,
Yeah,
I used to go to Age of Video.
of course.
And one week I said, you know what? I'm watching all these fucking things.
Yes.
I rented 1, go back, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I just watched all of them.
Nice.
So then the next month, so the next month, I went out to a party. Things got a little crazy. And the next day I was in the video store
I feel like
at
you
6
want
a.m. or
to
whenever the hell they opened, and I was
Gotcha.
shot. I was still, I hadn't gone to sleep yet.
What are you on, 12?
I had a beer in my sleeve like this. And there's this poor lady checking, because I went to go get breakfast with the girl that works at the video
Like
store.
normally.
And my current girlfriend was working in the video store, and I went to go get breakfast with the girl that had worked at the video store or whatever.
Mm.
And so I had a beer in my sleeve, and there's this old lady, poor lady's checking out. I go, hey! You know I watched all the Children of the Corn films this week? or in a week. Oh my god. She's like, you must really like those. That's not a really good story.
You should
Yeah.
to be a part of your life and you don't let her in. But that is the point. There's a ton of Children of the Corn movies. It was my point. So there's like
There are.
12. Is
There's
there
no-
literally 12? There's got to be up there. The point
No,
is,
there's
and he's seen them all.
Six. No,
Yeah.
well,
There was a fucking.
there was a time
No, Room
where I had
Story.
seen them all, but there's
God
still
damn
more.
Oh, there's more.
There's more now.
that makes
There
it
was a
better
point
than the
where I had
story.
seen them
Okay,
all, but
we're
they
fine,
made
but
more.
The fact that there's more now that even feels, because they can't remake Children of the Corn, then they're remaking Pet Sematary, all the cool ones. They can't remake Children of the Corn. They probably made the last Children of the Corn last weekend. So they're like, we can't remake that.
They remade
made it in
Children
a
of the Corn.
Burger King.
On Sci-Fi Channel. They remade it.
Oh, fuck.
But it sucked too.
I'm sorry.
But they will do it. They will do it again. They will make a theatrical Children of the Corn. Dude, after it, they did. They're going
After It,
After
Pet
it, they're going to
Sematary.
the second strongest, which is Pet
Even
Sematary, which arguably
Shining's
just
they're
as
gonna
strong.
hit Shining
The
hard.
Shining, don't even get.
They're
Dude,
gonna
we
hit
could
Shining
do
hard.
45 minutes on The Shining, and I still wouldn't be done.
I know. I don't want to get into.
Don't they? They
how much-
shouldn't touch
We
it.
didn't touch The Shining much. Let's do like a 2 minutes on what The Shining meant. I'm gonna do it really quick. The Shining was one of my, like a movie that, one of my early most frightened movies that frightened me, that actually scared me, that did do that thing where I had to sleep with my parents or blah blah blah. So The Shining was a big one on me. So I do want to give respect to The Shining real quick. Go ahead. The Shining or whatever.
That's
you
the
wanna
one
talk about
my-
after.
When my dad, when I was
Do
talking about
want
my
to give
dad,
Shining some respect.
my dad rented, and he goes, "Oh, you're gonna love these things." And I watched it with him. I fell asleep, and I watched like the last 15 minutes or something when I was, when I woke up the next day.
Yeah. Oh, that's the worst part.
Really didn't. I
Oh, yeah,
loved
that's
it,
all
but it
good.
really didn't mess me up.
Yeah, that's a build-up.
But I think it's scarier now than when I was a kid.
Shining,
I don't think
yeah.
I could really take.
Shining's
Everything in when I was a kid,
There's a
really
lot of
good.
layers before then. There's layers.
You ever read the book?
What?
The book,
Oh, I've heard, yes.
dude, Kubrick.
Soon
You know what, dude? He made it better.
Soon's better.
He made it better. And well, I don't know if it just got
Yeah.
ruined for me because I saw the movie before I read the book. But he did stuff with that movie that.
Oh, The Shining's a good one. The Shining is one that I would like to see if they try to remake. Because it's like Jack Nicholson, it's like so.
They remade that one too
They remade The Shining.
on TV in the 90s. Stephen King did it. It was awful. The guy from Wings was
Oh,
Jack
I
Nicholson.
It was a made for TV thing.
No,
It wasn't a movie.
I never
Okay.
seen the TV guy. Oh,
Yeah.
part 2 tonight. Oh, it's awful.
Yeah, I remember what
All
you're
the
talking
shit
about.
they did for TV.
Yeah,
was so
see, that's
bad.
the thing. You think a horror movie or an inner genre gets fucking shit on more than any other genre? Fucking shit on comedies. They probably do like comedy, maybe actions. I don't know what any other sub-genre of movies get shit on.
Well,
like
you know
that.
what it is? They try and redo
The
stuff that
quick
was-
hits.
Well,
Yeah,
'cause
the quick
you-
hitters. You know.
Stephen King didn't like Kubrick's Shining. He's like, oh, we changed, and he did. He changed a lot of shit. And it's like, well, dude, yeah, but he
Well,
made
who
it great.
started
effective.
Shining then? I thought it was Stephen King. Was
Yeah, Stephen King wrote the book,
Yeah.
and then they got the movie rights, and Stanley Kubrick was directing, but it took him a long time. He sent people out to research. Well, I watched a documentary about it. Went to go research the Native American population. There's this whole documentary about what The Shining might be about. Dude, it's nuts.
What's this on?
It's called Room 237. I think it's on Netflix. I think I saw it on Netflix. They said they went up and researched all like the Native American activity in a place. So they're like, oh, it's about the genocide of the American Indian. And then there's people that are saying it's about how the moon landing was fake and Stanley Kubrick did it, which
Cheers.
I don't want to say I believe it, but I
Stanley
fucking believe
Kubrick
it,
did the
man.
moon landing?
I believe it. After that,
You heard it here first on I Feel Like Rhyming. Kevin
I
dropped
believe
it. He didn't say it.
Dude,
I
watch,
said
there's so
Stanley
much
Kubrick
shit.
did the moon.
Watch that shit, because they were.
Really?
I could go into it forever. And then they said other stuff too.
happens in the...
But dude, the Shining, there's so many layers to that shit. It's
I know.
nutty.
I'm about it here.
One of the best horror movies ever.
Alright, we gotta wind down, and I do want to talk about this. What do you think of, you talked about the Ted Bundy tapes, and I watched My Friend Dahmer, it was interesting. I mean, it wasn't a horror movie, it was more of like a kind of a life pick, like into how weird he was in high school. But I haven't watched Ted Bundy tapes, so kind of tell me, or what did you like about those films, or whatever? Are you into...
I watched My Friend Dahmer.
Sorry, Ted Bundy tapes were good.
Ted Bundy tapes were pretty good, but you know what it is? The tapes really didn't say all that much. They just kind of told you what he did. He escaped
They were
from
actually
the prison
tapes
in
or
Colorado. They taped him. He interviewed with some guy. I mean, it was mostly just documentary of them telling you what he did. The My Friend Dahmer thing I liked more because there was a kid that wrote a comic book that grew up with him, and like that's what that was based on. Like he knew him when he was growing up with him, and like that was cool just to see, like, because I've seen Jeffrey Dahmer, because he's of all the serial killers and stuff, he's the nuttiest. He's nuts. He's nuts. He was drilling holes in people's skulls and pouring acid in there to make sex zombies. He's nuts. He was nuts.
Really? I didn't know. I guess I didn't know all about Jeffrey Dahmer, because I've always thought they were worse than him. I always thought he was just the most famousized, or the one that was most publicized, I guess.
There might have been people. I don't know if there's people that
he got the most media coverage. I thought even maybe Ted Bundy was worse.
Well,
I didn't know these things about the sex zombies and drilling holes.
Dude, Jeffrey Dahmer.
I watched my documentaries there.
Watch
my documentaries.
Jeffrey Dahmer was out of his mind. He used
It couldn't be alive once you. So what would be a sex zombie if you drilled a hole?
That's what he was trying to do. He was trying to. He would drill holes into people's. That's how fucking crazy this guy was. No, he'd drill holes in their skull and they'd still be alive, and he'd pour acid in there to try and like lobotomize them, like give them a chemical lobotomy to make like sex slaves. And then there'd be dudes in there alive. There's one dude got away, I think, after he drilled them. And then he had bodies decomposing in the fridge. He had all sorts of crazy fucking shit. Like,
he was
Dahmer, I think, is the worst.
Yeah.
But the funniest fucking, I don't know if you've ever seen him when he's in jail. His dad comes in and does, this is how shitty people are. His dad comes in and they're doing, it's like Hugh Downs or somebody's doing an interview before they killed him in prison. And his dad's sitting in there with him, and Jeff's sitting there going, yeah, so when I drilled a hole in him, and I was trying to make sex zombies. I just wanted to have sex with this guy, and just make him completely complacent and just have sex with him. And his dad's just sitting there going, like he's talking about playing sports. Like he's like, oh yeah, my batting average was like something this year, and then I'm hoping to beat it next year. And his dad's just sitting there.
What do you do?
So then they go.
I always loved that.
The best thing is they go to his dad. His dad's in there because he wrote a book about how he thinks it's his way. He's like, well, you know what? When I was a kid and people would bully me, I used to fantasize about hurting them. It's like, who fucking didn't, you idiot? Like, of course. Like, someone is bullying you. Of course you
trying to make money.
Maybe I did. Oh, dude, he wrote a book. I think the mom wrote a book. The mom was nuts. And dude, they were nuts.
I mean, I did always wonder about, if you birthed a serial killer son, like how that struggle is. I have always thought about that. Like, what if you birthed one of these kids who did a school shooting? That's gotta be tough for the parents. Like, that's tough as fuck. I've always thought about that, but I mean that's
I don't know.
It's a side point, like how do you defend loving someone? I mean that's a whole nother thing, but
you can't even begin to be like, exactly. I know what I do in that situation, because you have no idea what you do. There's no way.
Simpson, right? Like what I would have done.
I don't even know what it's like to have a kid. So how would I know that? Like that's
we definitely single out here, and
no kids tonight.
I
Hey,
am.
Sean.
Oh wait, no, he's not scared. Forget about it. He's large and in charge. All right. All right. Let's wind down. We got about 10 minutes here. Let's do. Yeah, this is a nice way to kind of wind ourselves down. So, kind of a tough question. Do you like where horror movies are going nowadays? Because I personally don't. I mean, horror movies, like we say, I mean, nothing really is scaring you nowadays, you know? Like, what's really truly scaring you unless you go to, like, Netflix? You go to, like, some crazy shit now, like Hereditary.
Unless you go see Hereditary.
Unless you see Hereditary, I don't know how you're gonna get scared out here. But serious, I mean, I don't know. It's tougher to get scared for me. Maybe it's a tolerance. Like, I mean, you get a tolerance to horror movies, and I probably don't scare as much as someone else. But I mean, I just don't think maybe they're quite. But then, like, there's. You know, it wasn't great back in the day, like Friday the 13th, and like the early 80s when the horror movies were popping on. It's not like they were scaring the shit out of you or whatever. Maybe there was a golden era after that. I don't know what golden era would be considered. It would be around screen. I think there was at a certain point around there. Because now it just has. I mean, after that, I feel like there is a trail off right now. I feel like it is. I don't know. I'm not gonna scare it. Now we talk about it, you just don't. If a horror movie scares the shit out of you, we talk about it. I call you right away. Go see that shit. Go see that horror movie. You freak out about it because it scared the shit out of you. Is the point I'm getting to. You don't get scared as often. How do you feel about the goddamn future?
Fuck. I'm so glad you said that because I'm gonna completely disagree with you.
Okay.
Because
great.
I think the horror stuff is going further, but it's not in the horror genre. I think it's more like if you look at like Black Mirror and you look at, you know, sci-fi stuff that's like if you watch episodes of Black Mirror stuff, that's the scariest shit. Is that it's stuff that can happen in the near future, could, you know, possibly. Alright, so they have one with like robot dogs chasing a chick down and shooting stuff at her stuff. Mm-hmm. And you see this on the internet. The companies building robots that look like dogs and running around and I'm like, holy shit.
Yes.
That's 5 years down the road, you know?
Yeah,
and that's just what they're showing you.
That was 5 years, yeah.
So stuff like that, you know, like they could do it. A lot of garbage comes out, and I think it's the same thing with music and everything. A lot of trash comes out because everyone can do it now. Yeah. It's so easy. Any two assholes can sit down and have a conversation and have a podcast.
A lot of trash podcasts.
But what I'm saying is everybody can do it, so they get a lot of stuff that comes. Like I've seen a lot of shitty horror movies and stuff, and it's not for lack of effort, but I think horror-wise, I think that's the stuff you looked at, like Black Mirror and stuff like that. The new Twilight Zone's coming out. That's gonna be stuff that where you look at it and it creeps you out, you know? Like that's what it's not about.
What I want to do is creep down.
People don't care about fucking dying anymore. It's you know.
I want to be creepy though.
Yeah. It's more about you know, you're not gonna get the same thing from someone going around and slashing people than you would like look at man, this is the future and stuff. That makes me wonder if I want to have kids. That makes me wonder if I want like that's what I think is like creepy. That stuff, and it's more science fiction shit, but it's
science fiction. Like, do you think it's like bridging like? You know, you gotta scare younger kids, you know, adult, like we're growing. Sadly enough, I'm gonna reveal my age, but I am in my low 30s. So, you gotta scare, like, us getting older, but then you gotta scare younger kids now growing up with social media different. You gotta scare millennials. At the same time, while scaring maybe those older horror fans, you know, whatever. You gotta scare everybody. It's a tough thing now. Like, I liked that horror movie that was about Facebook, the like friending.
I haven't seen it.
Like
I want to see it. Unfriended. Unfriended. I haven't seen it. I want to see it.
That actually. Like, now they're like targeting younger people. I mean, you got to, because our tastes right now. Like I was talking about this shit. I mean, younger people and stuff. are gonna be like, I disagree or I haven't seen that or whatever. You know, our tastes are not the same for everyone, so you gotta appease different crowds. So that is definitely, I literally just thought of that while he was answering my question. I mean, that's a crazy thing for a filmmaker, though.
You know what movie scared the shit out of me?
No.
What was it? 8th grade, I think it was called. It's not even a horror movie. It's just about some girl that's in 8th grade. Dude, no, it's about this girl. It's now, and it's a girl that's in 8th grade, and she's on her phone and doing all this shit and this and that, and it just shows what she goes through. And and now that we're old enough where we could have kids.
Yeah.
It scared the shit out of me seeing this stuff, and like a lot of it, I was like, I'm like, this girl's on her phone and this and that. I can't connect with that. But then, and I poo-pooed it like for the first 15 minutes, and I was like, you know what? A lot of the stuff she's doing, I remember going through that shit. It's the same shit. And then it just showed like some of the stuff going through, and it scared the shit out of me. Like, I don't want to have a kid, man. That's the scariest movie. That's the best thing. I'm like, dude, I don't want to have kids, man.
I worry about it also, yes.
Oh, that's, dude, you want to see it? Dude, watch 8th grade. Holy shit. Like, it does. It'll scare you and not want to have kids, dude.
Reality might be the best horror movie.
Yeah, dude.
Right now, yeah.
We watched
that might be a great fucking ending note to leave on. Reality is the best horror movie.
8th grade's the best.
Yeah, watch that film then. Let's wrap up with let's go to the hotlines. Yeah, I wish we had like my questions are getting old. I'm gonna end on like 3 here. If you guys are still watching, thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. The I Feel Like Rhyming podcast. / the I Feel Like Screaming. Like, I think I liked how I did that. I'm gonna do like some subgenres. We're gonna do I Feel Like Screaming. Let's edit that out. Clap that. We're gonna do I Feel Like Screaming podcast maybe once a week. If you guys like me and Sean talking and stuff, if you comment and like and stuff, we're gonna do this maybe once a week. If you guys, if there's demand for this, we'll talk about different topics, whatever. You never know what we might talk about, because we have a variety of interests.
I think we spent 50% of the
old punk rock. Yeah, no, this is all horror movies. I'm saying if you like us as a duo, we'll talk about whatever. I'll do this once a week if we get likes. If this video gets big views, we're gonna do this a lot. I'll bring Sean. I'll demand that he comes once a week. He will talk to me, and we will do this every week for you on Saturday nights. I will not pay him, but we will do this, and you guys can enjoy our banter. Because I had a great time. I'm trying to figure out. I always have a problem with my own videos, how to fucking finish them. I'm not a good finisher. Let's see. We did direction. Looking forward. I did review.
I see.
Let's just say.
Do what you just did.
Let's just say. This is how we're gonna end here, because there is a lot of hope for horror movies in general. Sean said it, so I'm gonna let him come out on like, what are you looking forward to in horror movies in the future? You even told me some while we were leaving a movie last night. An alright movie. If you want to see Beach Bum by Matthew McConaughey, it's alright.
Get some drinks in you before.
Get some, it's iffy. But we got a lot coming out. We got a lot in the future. If you're a horror movie fan, hit them with it, Sean. Tell them what they can look out for.
Pet Sematary remake, definitely want to see it. Child's Play remake, just because Aubrey Plaza's in it. God damn.
Yes. Aubrey Plaza.
God bless it. Child's Play remake. And I just want to see what they're going to do, because they have two different things going at the same time. They got a TV series going, and then they got the...
they have a TV series going?
Yeah, I met the kid that played the kid from the first one. Well, he's not a kid, he's older than I am. But. So yeah, Child's Play remake I want to see. The guy that directed Hereditary's got another one coming out too. About
Of course he does.
Yeah, it's what the heck is
He's
it
got
called?
that Sean O'Neill hype behind him.
I'm telling you, Ari Aster, I think his name is.
Good for him, bro.
God, what's his name? Dude, I'm gonna send him a request for money.
Oh,
What the hell's this?
Yeah, he's trying.
The new one, I forgot what it's called, but that looks good. Looks creepy.
12 more movie tickets.
Twilight Zone coming out on
Twilight Zone,
April
yes.
1st. I've been waiting patiently. I'm so excited for that.
Remake Mystery Science Theater.
Oh, and what's his name? What? This came out today too. Joe Bob Briggs does. Remember Monster Vision when we were kids?
Kind of.
It was this dude, the cowboy guy,
Really-
and he'd go and he'd sit outside of a trailer and he'd play horror movies and stuff, and then he'd have the cute mail girl come out and do all the you know, she'd read the mail and stuff.
I remember that.
He's got a new series, and we went and saw this guy at a movie theater. The most genuine dude in the world. Like, we watched this movie from the 70s, and he comes out and he does it. Go, hey, can I get a picture? What'd you think of the movie? He like wants to know what everybody thought of it. Like, he's so into it. He knows everything. Awesome. The Last Drive-In, that's really good too. It's on Shudder,
Good. That's good.
and they're made it a series. It was going to be a small thing, and then they turned it into a series
That's
because
really good.
Joe Bob Briggs.
I mean, I'm excited for the future of horror movies here. I want to leave on a good note that, I mean, we're going to come back next week and talk about some things, and we'll talk on Pet Sematary, because we're both going to go and see it together next week. And, I mean, besides that, I'm excited for Child's Play, like Sean said. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to seem like I'm not excited for a horror movie future, because I am. Thank you guys for hanging out with us, man. This was a dream come true for me. I'm really happy to hang out with Sean here. Thank you always for watching I Feel Like Rhyming. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And this is Sean O'Neill. He could tell you his Instagram or whatever he wants to tell you.
Don't look for me.
Alright, whatever. I can maybe put that in the bottom without him knowing when I edit this. Alright, good. I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Peace.
Later.
Alright, hello. Alright.
Want to do the clap? That was good.
1, 2, 3.